arrive. Mariano, hello, welcome back. Can you hear me? So this is the second part of the session, September the 10th, for the ELT 125, section 1. Thursday, can you believe that?
And tomorrow is Friday.
So I don't know if you can hear me, because if you have said anything, I haven't heard anything at all.
Teacher.
Is anyone speaking?
Morning.
Oh, yes. No, again.
Teacher.
So, I could see that probably Bastian and Diego were speaking, and then I don't know why this is happening again. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to do the same. I'm going to have to restart the program and see if it gets fixed, just like the first time I did it. Sorry, guys, I have to restart the program. I'm going to call you again. Okay, I think I'm back. But again, I'm not sure if I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah,
excellent.
We can hear you.
I can hear you too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, appreciate the understanding. So the last time I think was 17, bibliography, I guess, or 18 maybe. And maybe Sebastian can correct me. Sorry, Sebastian, I'm not familiar with the expression.
Yes, sorry. Very.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not familiar with this expression. I can guess, but I'm not sure. So, Sebastian, which was the last word you were revising as the instructor of the class? Was it 17, 18? Thank you, Marita.
I think it was yes, 17.
17. All right. Perfect. 17. So let's take a look at the participants. I see you, Bastian, at the beginning. I'm going to call some, like Mariano and Omar, to come back to the session. But so far, you seem to be 12. So let's take a look at these first 12 words. So the next one, Bastian, you're going to take 18. Camila González, 19. Diego Troncoso, 20. Gaspar, 21. Héctor, 22. Kelly Valdez, 23. Mariano Lopez is leaving. Marieta, 20. What was the last one? 24, right? 24. Nicolás, 25. 26, Omar. 27, Pia. And 28, Sebastián Camaño. And the idea is that we continue with the same cycle, okay? First Sebastián, then Camila, then Diego Troncoso, then Gaspar, Héctor, Kelly, Mariano, Marieta, Nicolás, Omar, Pia, Sebastián. And then we come back to Bastian again, okay? So in the end, we're going to go very fast revising this exercise. Bastian, anytime you want.
I think that word has 4 syllables.
and the most stress is O, the second.
All right, perfect. If you all agree with that, we can move on to the next one. Okay, the next one, please.
The next one is biology. It has 4 syllables, and the more stress is the second one, biology.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Next one.
The next one is brother, and it has 2 syllables, and the stress one is the first one.
Excellent. Good job. Next one.
The next word is brotherhood. And this word has 3 syllables, and the stress in the first one, brotherhood.
Excellent. Very well done. Very well
Thank
done.
you,
Thank you so
teacher.
much. Next one, please.
Teacher, we can hear you.
I apologize for that again. Thank you, Diego Troncoso, for the feedback. So after Gaspar, thank you. After Gaspar, it was Hector's turn. So Hector, are you here?
Yeah, recently I'm here because are you talking to me before?
Yes, I think it's your turn.
Okay, yeah.
22.
I have to characterize, right?
Yes.
Yes, characterize. We have 4 syllables, and the stress is in car.
Okay, so you say it has 4 syllables, right? 4 syllables.
Yes.
And the stressed one, or the most prominent, or the most salient syllable is the
First syllables.
the first syllable. But you say characterize or characterize. How do you read it aloud?
Characterize.
Characterize. Characterize. Characterize. Characterize. What do you think?
I don't know. I can't understand the difference.
Okay. In the word characterize, we need to identify first how many vowel sounds are present, right? In characterize. So I mean, you clearly and correctly identify characterize as having how many syllables did you say? Did you say?
4.
4. Okay. So let me copy and paste the transcription to see if it helps or if it doesn't help. Let's take a look at this in an online dictionary. Have you checked the Cambridge? Remember Gaspard's suggestion to take a look at the words in the online dictionary, Cambridge. So let's take a look at this word. Okay, I have copied one transcription, and now I have copying this one from the Cambridge Dictionary. So, do we have the characterize or characterize?
Mm,
All right, so in the word, in the transcription, we can see that, what do we see here? Let me make this bigger. Okay, here we have the word 22nd, and we have the phonetic transcription. So we see this stroke that I'm going to mark with yellow. That stroke, it's called primary stress. Okay, primary stress. And okay, so that gives us the visual cue, the visual information about which syllable we should make louder, or which syllable we should make longer. So characterize. So you see, there's a slight difference between in the way these words are divided. The syllable division is different. Okay, so I guess in order not to create confusion, because so far we're not dealing with syllabification or how we divide the syllables, but we are dealing with identifying the syllable which is the most prominent, the one which is stressed. This transcription can help us to see that the stroke goes in the first syllable. Not so characterize or characterize is not going to be the pronunciation, but the first syllable should be the louder one. So how do we say the word? Characterize. Characterize, not characterize. Okay.
okay.
So characterize should be, and how do we know when we look at the at an online dictionary, such as the Cambridge Dictionary? Well, most of the dictionaries have an icon in which you can click and you can listen to the word. But if after listening to the word still it's not clear, you take a look at the phonetic transcription, and whenever you see this stroke right here, it's going to be on the left of the syllable, and that is the syllable that you need to stress, that you need to make louder, to have a higher pitch, or to be longer as compared to the other ones. Okay, so characterize, that's going to be the pronunciation for this one. Okay, first syllable, the most salient one or prominent one. Hector, is that all right?
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Anything, please let us know, all right? Kelly, I believe it's your turn. What do you think?
In my opinion, I'm not sure, but I think has 3 syllables. O sea, yes.
Okay. 3 syllables.
And stress is the first syllable, C. And he has 3 vowels.
And it has 3 vowels. All right. So 3 vowels, 3 syllables, right? That's right. So let me copy and paste what we can get from Gaspar's suggestion, the Cambridge Online Dictionary. What do you think? What do you think, Kelly?
I think in I'm wrong with the stress syllable.
Okay. And
The syllable, the stress syllable is the last one.
excellent. Congratulations on that one. Exactly. You were right about the number of vowel sounds. So you were right about the number of syllables. And this is just a matter of identifying the primary stress. Exactly. Let me remind you that this word comes from cigar, right? And there's a shift of the stress to the last syllable. So cigarette. Interesting, because I always thought when I was younger that it was cigarette, not cigarette. Cigarette. Well, you always learn, right? You always learn something. It took me some years for me. Thank you, Kelly, very much. I believe it's Marieta's turn.
Yes.
Okay, 24, Marieta.
Yeah, and the next is classical, and has 3 syllables. And the stress in the first one in classical.
Excellent. I do agree with you. Classical. With everything you said, I agree. Perfect. Thank you so much, Marieta. Nicolas, I believe it's your turn.
It's community, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Community. It has 4 syllables, and it is in the second in mu. Community.
Excellent. I completely agree with you. Community. Perfect. Thank you so much, Nicolas. Let's take a look at the next one, 26.
Okay, competitive. Competitive have four syllables, and the prominent one is in the second, in P, because it's competitive. Competitive is the word, so it has the most prominent in the second syllable.
Excellent. I do agree with you completely. Yeah, competitive. So remember to make this softer, because it's a very lax vowel sound, right? So say just come. Excellent. Competitive. Exactly. All right. Thank you so much, Omar. Pia, are you there?
Yes. The 27 is conclusion. Conclusion it has 3 syllables, and the stress in the second one, conclusion. Right?
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. It's very interesting because this word has a letter U, and usually they are pronounced like right? So I have heard many people saying conclusion, but that's not the correct pronunciation. You said it correctly. Conclusion, right? Conclude, second syllable. Excellent. And the last syllable, jun, has this voiced fricative sound, right? Conclusion. Excellent. Thank you so much, Pia. Very well done. Sebastián Camaño, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. 28, right?
Mm-hmm.
Courageous. Yes, it has 3 syllables. Courageous. And the stress syllable, it's in the second one. It's the second syllable. Courageous.
That's right. Very, very well done. This is a very complex word, courageous. The pronunciation is really complex because of the spelling. I guess the spelling of the word makes it somehow difficult to pronounce. We start with the first syllable that has a schwa, right? So this one, it's an open syllable. Open syllables are the ones that end in vowel sound. That's an open syllable. K. Unstressed syllable that has an onset, k, and a nucleus, schwa. And so as mentioned, the second one is the stressed syllable, or the most salient or prominent one. And also an open syllable has an an onset, right? And a nucleus, which is a diphthong. And the last syllable is also unstressed. It starts with an affricate sound here, G, G. And it has a schwa and a final, and the coda is S. So this is called a closed syllable because it ends in a consonant sound. Okay, so those are some of the aspects that you can say whenever you are analyzing a word in terms of if you go to a syllable level analysis. In a syllable level analysis, you count the number of syllables as you did, right? 1, 2, 3. You identify each one of the syllables, saying, for example, the first syllable has a consonant vowel composition. It has an onset, a nucleus, but a zero coda, no coda here. In the second syllable, this is an open syllable as well. It has an onset and a nucleus, but no coda. And the last syllable is a closed syllable containing an onset and a coda. And the pattern is consonant, vowel, consonant in the last one. Okay, so those are some of the things that you can say about one word if you analyze the syllables that are making up the word. Okay, we're not going to, we don't have time to review the other ones, but I think you got an idea about the type of language that you can use in order to analyze these words from a syllable level. And the point is that some authors, some phoneticians believe that it's not really not being able to pronounce a sound. For example, if you say number 65, the pronunciation is minimum. But if someone says minimum, so instead of a monophthong, you use a diphthong. Some authors believe that not pronouncing the individual sounds is not going to make such a difference in terms of the comprehension of the listener as when you shift the stress, and instead of saying minimum, you say minimum. When you shift the stress, some authors believe that has a stronger impact on comprehension. So the listeners will have a harder time to understand when you don't stress the word in the correct syllable, that when you're not pronouncing the individual sounds properly. Okay, for example, 62, methodology. But if you say methodology, shifting the stress may have more impact on what the listener is going to understand. I hope this is clear, because word stress, or when you choose which syllable is more important, or which syllable you give more emphasis to, is a very, very important aspect when you are communicating with other speakers. Okay, I think it's time for us to finish the session. If you have questions about this exercise, we're going to leave the first 5 to 10 minutes of the next class to revise any of the words that you may have doubts of. You have to keep this somewhere safe because our next class is not going to be next week, because next week is off, I understand. So it's going to be the following Tuesday. I'm thinking about the 22nd. Am I right? Am I wrong? September the 22nd? Is that going to be our next class? What do you know?
Yes, teacher.
I think
The Tuesday is the 22nd.
Okay, September. Thank you very
That's
much
right.
for. Thank you very much. So September the 22nd is going to be our next class. Therefore, if you want to ask questions about this exercise, keep it somewhere you can take a look at, because there are many words that are very frequently used. For example, 71 and 72, they are very used here, and many people pronounce them incorrectly. I mean, it's understandable, but hopefully through this course you will have an idea about the pronunciation of this one, which is pedagogy, and 72, pedagogical. There are many words that many people think that they know quite well, but actually they are a little bit tricky. Do you have any questions or general comments before we finish this session and we meet again on September the 22nd? Thank you, Bastian, for teaching me a new word, and Marieta for explaining it, all right? I do appreciate that. We always learn new words.
That's funny.
But I think
Thank you, Jeffrey.
All right. All right. I appreciate it.
The new
Okay.
teachers.
Yeah. So thanks to everyone for joining today, and I'll see you on Tuesday, the 22nd. Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful day. I mean it.
You too.
See you next time, teacher.